We're breaking down what can only be described as a totally chaotic, historic, and literally breathless 2026 World Cup clash between England and Mexico. If you love high-stakes football drama, split-second tactical shifts, and, well, absolute edge-of-your-seat tension, you are in the right place. This match had everything you could possibly ask for.
So, picture the setting. The historic Estadio Azteca. It's this massive cauldron of noise filled with over 80,000 wildly passionate fans, all hoping to see their co-hosts, Mexico, make history on home soil. And that anticipation? Oh man, it was pushed to the absolute limit by a 1-hour delay because of severe thunderstorms rolling through the area. You can just imagine the thick, dramatic tension building up in the thin air of Mexico City before a single ball was even kicked.
Right. Let's get into it with Act 1. First half firepower.
After surviving some early Mexican pressure, we witness an insane 98-second blitz from the Three Lions. I mean, blink and you miss it. In the 36th minute, Jude Bellingham breaks the deadlock with this brilliant header, stunning the entire stadium into temporary silence. And before Mexico can even process the blow, bam, Bellingham strikes again at the 38-minute mark, slotting home a really precise pass from Jarell Quansah to give them a commanding 2-0 lead. But Mexico, pushed by that roaring crowd, absolutely refused to back down on their home soil. Just 4 minutes later, in the 42nd minute, Julian Quiñones finds the back of the net, breathing life right back into the stadium and making it 2-1 right before the interval.
Moving right along to Act 2, second half chaos.
And chaos is definitely the right word, because the momentum flipped incredibly fast. We hit the 54th minute and disaster strikes for England. Defender Jarell Quansah puts in this really dangerous challenge on Jesus Gallardo. After a super tense VAR review, the referee produces a straight red card. Just like that, the entire complexion of the match is turned completely on its head.
So now, reduced to 10 men, England is suddenly at a massive numerical disadvantage against a surging Mexican side. Coach Thomas Tuchel instantly shifts tactics. Realizing he has to adapt fast, I mean literally on the fly, he makes the pragmatic call to sacrifice offense for defense. He takes off dynamic winger Bukayo Saka and brings on defender John Stones. It was a classic move to just solidify the backline and try to hold on to their incredibly slim 1-goal lead.
Then, we hit this completely bizarre paradox with England captain Harry Kane. Even though they're down a man, England's resilience pays off at the 60th minute when Anthony Gordon is brought down in the box by the Mexican keeper, Raúl Jiménez. Now, Kane is the undisputed hero here. He steps up, calmly smashes the penalty home, and restores that 2-goal cushion. But fast forward just 9 minutes to the 69th minute, in a wild twist of fate, Kane goes from hero to culprit, committing a foul inside his own box, which hands Mexico a massive lifeline.
Now, that initial penalty wasn't just a crucial match moment, it actually marked Harry Kane's 14th career World Cup goal. It's a massive milestone for sure, and it provided a desperately needed cushion for the team. And thank goodness they had it. Because after Kane's foul on the other end, veteran striker Raúl Jiménez stepped up for Mexico. He executed a beautifully composed stutter-step penalty to beat Jordan Pickford, bringing the score right back to a nail-biting 3-2.
This sets us up perfectly for Act 3, the final siege.
Just think about the sheer physical and mental exhaustion these players were facing right now. They had 21 remaining minutes in regulation time to hold their lead, followed by a staggering 11 minutes of stoppage time. Do the math on that. That equals 32 total minutes of relentless, non-stop Mexican attacks. El Tri utilized their extra man to absolute perfection in terms of pressure, just continually bombing forward and flooding the English box. But you know what? England didn't break. They showcased immense defensive heart and structure under extreme pressure. Goalkeeper Jordan Pickford made absolutely crucial interventions when called upon. And the back line, they were throwing everything on the line, their bodies, their energy, to block cross after cross. They'd already weathered a literal meteorological storm before the match even started, and now they were flawlessly weathering a metaphorical one right there on the pitch. Finally, mercifully for the English fans, the final whistle blew. The result stands: England 3, Mexico 2. It was a legendary victory forged in the absolute crucible of Estadio Azteca, officially booking England's place in the FIFA World Cup 2026 quarterfinals. And up next, they're set to face Norway. Which leads us to the big question we really have to ask ourselves as we wrap up. After surviving the chaotic battle of Estadio Azteca down to 10 men, does England now have the unstoppable momentum to go all the way? I mean, given this incredible display of gritty resilience, the super smart tactical adaptation by Tuchel, and just their sheer willpower under extreme pressure, does this grueling victory prove England is finally destined to win the World Cup? It's definitely a fascinating thought to chew on as we look ahead to the quarterfinals.